Please be seated. We say goodbye to the year 2020, 2021 with a sigh of sadness and yet some relief. This school year gave our students and teachers an eye-opener of obstacles and distractors that changed how we did school here at W.S. Neal High School. The pandemic forced our students to change how they did things, took away things that they were looking forward to, and changed what the classroom setting used to be. This year challenged everyone to adapt and overcome. We persevered successfully, moved forward when it would have been just as easy to sit and allow circumstances to defeat us. Add a Class 2 Hurricane Sally to the mix, and add some structural issues and more challenges for the delay and daily operation of school. Yet we moved forward and conquered the year. I'm reminded of the story called Rocks and Lollipops. A father gave his 5 children each a quarter-sized rock and a lollipop. The instructions were to place the rock in their shoe and unwrap the lollipop and place it in their mouths. Once the children had followed his instructions, the children were asked to carry out their daily tasks as normal until the lollipop was dissolved. Once that happened, they were to come back and see him. Each child returned to the father and removed the rock from their shoe and gave the lollipop stick to him as well. The father asked each child how they managed with their task. Each child complained how uncomfortable it was to walk with the rock in their shoe. The father smiled. He looked at his children and he said, "None of you mentioned the sweet goodness in your mouth. You just focused on the uncomfortableness of the rock. You must always see the sweet in life, even when the rocks take their toll." We have had our rocks this year. My apologies to my students and my teachers for all the obstacles that you've been thrown at. I can say, though, we've had great lollipop moments, and the future will be sweet for all of us because of what we have done. Continue to strive for achievement, respect, and success in all you do and in all your endeavors. I'm proud of you, and congratulations, class of 2021. At this time, Miss Aaliyah Morgan Bedsole, president of the senior class, will address the class of 2021.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome everyone tonight to the graduation ceremony for W.S. Neal High School of Class of 2021. Tonight marks the ending of a chapter in our life that we will remember forever. To say we had a memorable 4 years would be an understatement. After all, we had the longest spring break in history of W.S. Neal. We persevered through some of the hardest times and never faltered in our endeavors of graduating from high school. Graduation is not the end goal in itself. It is instead a part of the larger journey of life. Jeremiah 29:11 states, "What feels like the end is often beginning." As a new chapter begins, I hope you remember when faced with adversities, how you handle them will determine the outcome. Your life is your story, and the adventure ahead of you is the journey to fulfill your purpose and potential. This day is of incredible significance because it validates the collective effort of so many people that stood behind us to ensure that we had every opportunity to succeed. I would like to thank you all for supporting each of us on our individual journey. No matter how big or small your efforts were, they helped and are all indebted to you. I would like to thank my parents for the sacrifices they have made for me, especially my mom. Thank you for showing me what a true fighter is and for never giving up. Even though this is the last time our class will be together as one, and the thought of starting a new chapter can be intimidating, I believe that we are ready to begin our adult lives and thrive as the passionate, intelligent, driven individuals that we are. As we leave here and become separated and scattered across the globe in pursuit of our dreams, let's always remember Neal will always be here to welcome us home. At this time, Miss Taylor Nicole Barrow will come present her salutatory address. When I googled graduation speech ideas a couple weeks ago, after I decided maybe I should start writing mine, they were all the same generic speeches you hear in the movies. I want to thank my teachers, coaches, friends, family, etc., etc. While all of that may be true, it would be a disservice to give y'all the same old boring spiel because these past 4 years have been anything but boring. If you're like me and it hasn't hit you until today that high school is actually over, I hope you brought some tissues. It's difficult to not believe cliche when it comes to reminiscing our past 4 years here. When we look back at our time spent at Neal, everyone has different favorite memories that they'll cherish forever. I wish I could ramble on and on about all the things we got to experience as seniors. However, due to circumstances we're all very aware of, I can only ramble about the opportunities we did get, even if they weren't considered mine. We might not have been dealt the easiest hand, but it will be a year that won't be forgotten. As negative as some of the things we could say are, we still got all of the last. The last first day of school, the last game you played, the last test we'll take. High school has been anything but easy, but it teaches you some of the greatest lessons you'll ever learn. It teaches you friendship, patience, determination, perseverance, confidence, and communication. These qualities will be beneficial no matter where life takes you in the future. Besides a diploma and the high school experience, Neal has given me my best friends, and that is more than I could ever ask for. I've spent these past 4 years wishing the time would fly by so we could graduate. But standing here now, I realize that I got my wish. People always say that it'll be over before you know it, and I can confirm that time does in fact fly. I wish someone would inform me that saying goodbye to your friends isn't the hardest part, because let's be honest, it's not goodbye just yet. The hardest part is coming to terms with the fact that all the faces you've grown accustomed to seeing every day will cease to be a part of your day-to-day life. No more office runs to see all the teachers, no more practicing with your teams, no more class discussions with the same people, no more listening to Mr. Hodge's achievement, respect, and success, no more proms or homecomings, no more Friday night football games. So don't make the mistake of wishing your time away, because you won't get it back. I know I said I wouldn't get the same boring thank you spiel, but I couldn't go without acknowledging some of the amazing people I get to call my teachers. Thank you, Miss White, for your constant bubbly energy, and of course, Southern Gothic. Thank you, Miss Nelson, for being so dedicated and supportive. Thank you, Miss Waller, for allowing me to be a part of the best band ever. Thank you, Coach Hodge, for always pushing us to be our best and never giving up on us, even when pre-cal became difficult. Thank you, Coach Davis, for showing us consistency every day without fail. Thank you, Ms. Hardiman, for loving us and always uplifting us even on the bad days. Thank you, Ms. Rogers, for everything you managed to accomplish. It doesn't go unnoticed. Thank you, Ms. Coleman, for all of your unwavering support. And thank you, Coleman, for always being someone we can come to and making Ag and FFA so incredible for everyone. Thank you, Coach Dixon, for believing us in our potential. Thank you, Ms. Richburg, for always keeping me in check and never doubting that I would eventually get my work done. Thank you, Ms. James, for being a reliable friend for everyone. Thank you, Coach West, for making class fun and continuing to care about our class throughout the years. Thank you, Mr. Hodge, for all of the opportunities you've given us. And thank you, Ms. Fisher, for your dedication and all you do. It's so appreciated. And lastly, thank you, Ms. Long, for not only creating stability, but for being someone I know I can always count on. I wish I could take you again. All of you have had such an impact on my life, and I'll miss y'all more than you know. I also want to thank my family for always being my biggest support system, especially my mom, who never doubts my potential and always pushes me to be the best. I love you so much. The days we thought we would never end turned out to be so momentary. But then again, life is nothing but moments. Every up and every down, and everything in between is just a moment that passes with time. You may remember these moments, and you may not, but you will remember is the people you spend them with and how you felt. Our life is just a moment, so appreciate the moment you've been given and the people you've been given to spend it with. Because no matter how beautiful or tragic a moment is, it always ends. So smile a little bigger, cry a little harder, laugh a little louder, forgive a little quicker, hold on to your faith, and cherish every moment a little more, because not a single thing lasts forever. Congratulations to the class of 2021. I know all of you have great things in you.
Please welcome Melanie Held, class of 21 valedictorian.
Good evening, teachers, administration, family, friends, and of course, the W.S. Neal High School class of 2021. I'm happy to address you all today, and I would like to share with you a small part of my culture. In the Vietnamese language, the word "Kham Ngoan" means to possess two things: academic knowledge and a great understanding of people. Being Kham Ngoan is one of the most desirable traits in Vietnamese culture. I stand before you as a senior class valedictorian. I've dedicated a lot of time to my studies, and thanks to our teachers here, some of mine are Coach Hodge, Mr. Davis, Ms. Hardiman, Coach West, Ms. Wyatt, Ms. Nelson, Ms. Waller, and Ms. Long, and so many other instructors throughout our years. I've come to possess academic knowledge, but I also learned that not all knowledge is obtained in the classroom. Remember, Kham Ngoan is more than just intellect, it is one's relationships with people. Outside of the classroom, I like relating to a larger community. I've been a mentor to many students in band and peer helpers. I've shared conversations with my friends and classmates about politics. With the guidance of Miss Lisa and Miss Michelle, I've had the opportunity to volunteer with hunger relief organizations like Drexel and Honeybees and Backpack Buddies. I've also worked with other students across the state in the Alabama Environmental Youth Council. Additionally, My understanding of people comes from my family. I work every day to comprehend the sacrifices my parents have made to build a life for me after immigrating to America. I strive to make them continuously proud. Because of them, I have always wanted to become one. Become a man. Become a man. Over the last 4 years, that core value of come one has become very important to me. It means to take pride in what you put down on paper and also create in real life. It bridges the gap between intelligence and wisdom, and bridges the gap between awareness and real compassion for others. I'm truly excited to continuing practicing the principle of come one into love and action every day. So to you, my classmates, my advice to you would be this. If ever things feel to be going off track, always strive to align your actions with your values. I want you to leave high school confident that these last 4 years have prepared you to walk into your first college class, new job, or military training, knowing you are fully capable of affecting change. I cannot wait to see each of you minister to the world in material and meaningful ways. Thank you so much for this incredible honor, and congratulations again to the class of 2021.
Good evening. Tonight, we're celebrating the 91st commencement exercise for W.S. Neal High School. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2021. It is indeed an honor and a privilege to stand before you tonight as we recognize these seniors. To Mr. John Knott, Superintendent of Escambia County Schools, Assistant Superintendent Ms. Sandra Reed, and Mr. Matthew Hodge, Principal of W.S. Neal High School. I have evaluated each student transcript, and I verify that each student has met the requirements for graduation as prescribed by the Alabama State Department of Education and Escambia County Schools. Mr. Knott and Mr. Hodge, at this time, I proudly present to you the 2021 candidates for graduation from W.S. Neal High School. Melanie Ho. Taylor Nicole Barrow. Christopher Evan Bradley. Taylor Alexis Peters. Amani Saray Stewart. Jason Logan Sapp. Kendall Nicole Cole. Dixie Lee Harmon. Jamison Lane Fells. Allie Catherine Nicole Dunaway. Tyson Scott Abston. Michaela Lee Agerton. Antonio Jacob Ashun. Jada Michelle Baggett. Dylan Ball. Aaliyah Morgan Bedsole. Megan Nicole Benton. Joshua Dwayne Berry. Nicole Eve Bettenhausen. Xavier Lee Boggs. Isaac Jamal Bonham. Samuel Del Bazarge. Amber Renee Bradley. Brittany Nicole Birch. Kendall Elise Carpenter. Joe C. Carroll the third. Chastity Azaria Hazel. Shane Robert Cochran. Jordan Michael Crane. Madison Jan Crawford. Michaela Diane Cook. Madison Dakota Crutchfield. John Walker Cunningham. Asia Nicole Davis. Cruz Annabelle de la Cruz. Haley Michelle Douglas. Dylan Alexander Evers. Jared Shane Phelps. Jaden Lee Garcia. Elijah Dejan Hardy. Teresa Amber Harris. Aaliyah Tamara Hill. Kaylee Michelle Hunter. Jasmine Louise Eichner. Aaliyah Nicole Ingram. Aaliyah Michaela Jackson. Ayana Danielle Johnson. Justin Allen Lambeth. Mario Fitzgerald Lane II. Dylan Bradley Leggett. Gavin Michael Leggett. Gabriella Dawn Lindsay. Dawson Cody Lucas. William Chase Marion. Alyssa Nicole McCall. Haven Danielle McCombs. Tristan Jerome McCrary. Rebecca Lynn McNeil. Christopher Eric Murphy. Jara Beyonce Odom. Wendy Martinez. Marcus Antonio Page. LaJune Payne. Faith Catherine Pettis. Haley Faith Presley. Felicity Hope Price. Kendall Reagan Reeves. Jaden Page Ronald. Eliza Claire Salter. Caleb Houston Sexton. Jonathan Michael Sheffield. Tristan Lee Simpson. Jordan Keelan Sims. James Tyler Smith. Nikasia Mianshay Smith. Jeremiah Ryan Stout. Jeremy Todd Stern. Savannah Noel Sweeney. Talon Brooks Tucker. Taylor Chase Watson. Zaya Trinae Watson. Brian Philip Wiggins. Tashana Asia Marie Williams. Last but not least, Jawan Womack. Now we will have our closing remarks by Christopher Bradley.
Prison.
I just want to start out by saying we are all so blessed to be able to come together and celebrate our strong finish of high school. God is good all of the time. I know that most of us have attended a church service just for us, the Baccalaureate. And I know some of you are tired of all the preaching. But I just want to remind you that when we are released into the world, we become even more susceptible to corruption, and we will all face obstacles. Let us not curse God and ask why. Let's roll with the punches and know that we will make it and succeed. That's exactly what Job did when everything was taken from him. His family, his livestock, and home were taken by Satan. Job never cursed God, but simply went on with the knowledge that God would mend his life. I don't want to drag on, but I would like to thank my family for always being there and supporting me through everything. There are a few teachers in this school that I would like to recognize. They are valiant knights fighting through wave after wave of bureaucracy. Coach Davis, Coach Hodge, and Joshua Coleman. These men all share a characteristic that is very rare, a genuine love for their students and what they do. They are both so full of potential, or all three of them are all so full of potential and could easily make waves somewhere else for a better paycheck. They choose to come here every day and improve the lives of their students. I want to leave you all with a quote from author Robert Louis Stevenson. Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant. Do not expect immediate success. Work hard and remember that success takes time. As Coach Hodge told us if you had his class, a penny each day, a little better every day, and it adds up over time. Thank you all so much for your time, and have a blessed night.
All right. Will the class of 2021 please stand? Seniors, the turning of the tassel from right to left shows the transition from student to graduate. Move the tassel.
Everybody don't forget to
So what? I'm not doing it. Why? Why? Can't be lame. Stupid. Alright, let go. Alright, come on. Way to go, too!
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you W.S. Neal High School Class of 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, toss 'em!